jungling, oh, 30,000 feet. Off to see a group of folks that mean the most to me. Co-hosting a meet-up on Downright Stoke. Listen to Toby Keith, George Jones and Strait, yeah. Halfway over Tennessee on a wish and a prayer. Cloud-covered mountains out the window pierce the air. My thoughts drift to Nashville, a half-lit bar. Glass of whiskey and coke, a marble red eye stove, yeah. Nashville, here I come, half broken, half done, but I'm still just pushing and moving on, yeah. Just this old man from Columbus on a wish and a prayer, yeah. Days turn into nights and well, nights into days. Chicks and Law's guitar picks seem to set the stage. Peanut shells and bourbon shots on a sticky barroom floor. Drop deep tuner on a cowboy song. Faded echoes of us sing along, yeah. Just this old man from Columbus on a wish and a prayer. You know,
Wow.
I don't even try to be a fake cowboy. You
I've been
know what I
talking this whole time with them.
mean? It's okay.
It's a great interview. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Holy cows.
Frosted.
Backtrack. So how long have you been performing?
So I've been performing. Yeah, there you go. I've been performing about 7 or 8 years, learning guitar and writing music, and again, retired out of the military. I did, and became a civilian for 19 years, and then officially retired. And then I said, you know what? I'll just do this, play guitar, or write music, and I fell in love with it. So.
Well, 12 minutes is better than 20. Y'all, we're here. We're here. We're here with Navy Chief. Yeah. We've been on Facebook Live for 12 minutes, and we just now have sound. Yeah. So sorry if y'all have to hear some stuff all over again over here on this other app. Thank you for those of you who actually were hitting the like button and the love button, even though you couldn't hear a thing we were saying. I tried to recap it a little bit. Yes. Yes, so. Well, now we get to play both songs all over again because no one heard them. And it's...
play the other one there. Well, see, I broke out with country. That's about as country as I'm okay. But I still don't get no cowboy boots or cowboy hat. You don't have to worry about me. I'm not a fake cowboy. I'm just who I am. So you guys get that. So, yeah, maybe we should play a little bit when she gets it.
Yes, I am. Thank you, 1821 Productions, for letting us know that no one could hear what we were doing.
We didn't say we were professionals now, okay?
No, we are imperfect beings.
That's right.
Striving for, we're practicing every day. We're practicing every day. This is what happens when you are doing too much. Yeah. And we got lights in 2 different directions, cameras from 2 different directions. Yeah. And I was in the middle of loading radio shows, and Vincent's like, hey, I'm here. I'm like, bring it on. Yeah, so here we are hanging out on Texas Free Radio Live. Vincent actually sponsored the 2024 Texas State Songwriters Championship. He is all the way from Ohio. He's been traveling all around the country. Went all the way up north, then went west, then went south, and then ended up in Texas, right here in studio. And this is actually, I think, maybe the second person who's ever been in the actual location that these things happen. It doesn't happen very often. So thank you for coming out. We are going to give you guys an exclusive peek at Vincent's new song.
Yeah, and this is this love song. This is this is the next song to be released. I wanted to show my different writing style, if you will. Maybe a little touchy-feely, but if you ever lost somebody, broke up with someone, divorced by somebody, this is your song. Maybe, who knows?
Maybe we're gonna give it a spin. Part of it you're gonna have to wait till it comes out. Find the rest. We're gonna VINCENTDENTOFFICIAL.com.
Yeah.
And get a t-shirt so you can help fund the studio time.
Look at that t-shirt. You got a khaki color too, although in the Navy, khaki. But here you go. Go ahead. Got wasted on you, got wasted on all that booze. Treated me like I was some damn fool, yeah. Left in misery when I left you. I tried to apologize, but left no choice. Words cut my soul, begging you please, yeah. Why so ungrateful and why did you
Not a classic sound, but definitely.
Yeah, I tried to set up the second half of the song as a war and battle, being military.
Well, y'all are gonna have to tune in VINCENTDENTOFFICIAL.com and check it out when it hits, or give him a follow on Facebook. He likes to do sneak peeks.
And you also get a bonus if you follow me on Facebook. I am highlighting all my travels. I've been on the road since 2 September. I'm back in Columbus, Ohio on the 15th around of March. A little scathed. So you get all my ventures too, where I've been.
It's fun. He had a goal of hitting every city park, or not every city park, but every national park on the way. And there were ones.
Yeah. So, yeah.
Yeah, so we have Vincent Dent in studio. What is up, Ninja Jim Chakong, Ninja Cowboys, the founder of the Writers Championship, plugging in.
All right.
We have some awesome things. So in your travels, you've been staying at a lot of campgrounds.
No, seriously, like as a songwriter, and maybe songwriters can understand this, I don't like a whole lot of stuff around me playing in my ears, because it takes away from creativity. Now, I may catch a beat somewhere that I like. Let me see. I like that with a guitar. Now let me layer in my own lyrics and my own speed, or my own chord progression, if you will. But yeah, I got an influence of a song, and I couldn't even tell you what song was like 2 weeks ago, and I wrote a song in 2 days. It's called Then You're Gone. And again, that's probably a year out east, but I am actually rehearsing that now in my RV. And, you know, I plug into a campground to get true power, shore power, so that I can hook my amps up and I can all that, you know what I mean? But a lot of times I'm playing just me and a guitar, not amplified and stuff like that. Yeah. And I sleep a lot in like the back of Cracker Barrels, Walmarts. I don't care where it is, because if it's free, I'm all for it. And when you travel as much as I did, like I said, it'll be like 30 states that I've been through. Who can afford that, right? Paying on campgrounds every darn. So, yeah. So that's what I do. Yeah, I'm a nomad.
Surprised you haven't found a bunch of song circles in the campgrounds. Kids, there'd always be like people with banjos, and
I most definitely could have did that. The opportunity to perform there and all that. You know, sometimes they've already got the arrangements of what the entertainment going to be like, you know, like this Friday or this Saturday. So I'm like, I'm not going to tread on another musician. You know what I mean? I'll just continue to do my thing and you
start the pin circles back up.
Yeah, yeah. We do that on other social media, didn't we? I mean, I've done it on Clapper, and I've played a little bit on all that stuff. So kind of round robin, get about 5 or 6 people up in the box.
Yeah, I need to start getting on my Clapper and being live more often. I had to take a break from social media, and then I had to take a break from humans. It wasn't enough.
I think how you doing, Jim? I think everybody needs a break from social media every once in a while. It'll drive you back, you know? So,
and we are actually going to go check out a park here. We'll go for a walk, some hunting, get some songs, clips, and give you some more of a sneak peek at some of the music.
Yeah, so like I said, I got 4 songs out there on Spotify, and one of them's remastered. That's why I'm calling it 4. And then my latest song was Half Broke, Half Done, which is out on Extreme, and my love song. And that about some of them references me as a musician, by the way. Just this Columbus on a wish and a prayer is a line in the song. So that's me. Yeah. But we got plenty of other songs. Devil's Deal, which I thought every musician needed to have a devilish song, so I wrote that one. These Hands, about my wife passing away and kind of how I took it all, how I met her and stuff like that. So they're true life stories, part about my life. So
pretty exciting. Well, we are going to, I have no idea what y'all got on Facebook and what you didn't, because I know the first 10
yeah.
So we're just going to play a song and cut out, and y'all get what you get, don't throw a fit, and if you do, hey, you're just an algorithm boost and love you anyway.
Yeah.
This is half broke. Y'all are
it's out there anyhow on spot. This is about as country as I get.
A little beat too much.
On a flight out of Junction, 30,000 feet, off to see a group of folks that mean the most to me. Co-hosting a meet-up on Downright Stoke, listen to Toby Keith, George Jones and Strait, Toby. Yeah. Halfway over Tennessee on a wish and a prayer, cloud-covered mountains out the window pierce the air. My thoughts trip to Nashville, a half-lit bar, glass of whiskey and coke, a marble red eye stove, yeah. Nashville, here I come, half broken, half done, but I'm still just pushing and moving on, yeah. Just this old man from Columbus on a wish and a prayer, yeah. Days turn into nights and well, nights into days. Chicks and lost guitar picks seem to set the stage. Painted shells and bourbon shots on a sticky barroom floor. Drop D tuner on a cowboy song. Faded echoes of us sing along.
Right.
Just this
you're in a good
old
state
man from Columbus.
Yeah.
Wish and a prayer, yeah. Nashville, here I come, half broken, half done, but I'm still just pushing and moving on, yeah. Just this old man from Columbus on a wish and a prayer, yeah. Nashville, here I come. Genius, you like that? I don't know where this stuff comes from, man. It's inside his head somewhere. I just put myself in that bar. It's kind of a little bit. I'm not trying to put it's I can play in a bar, any bar. I don't care to really, but yeah.
I don't think anyone cares to. I mean, music was a god that Michael brought down and bumped all over. Yeah. And I think that's why it's deemed that the only place you can play it is the pit of despair. Yeah. Like you're either a kid or you're playing in a hole of desperation. Yeah, and that's sad. It's taxing.
The other line there I like is drop D tuning on a cowboy song, faded echoes of a singing along. You know what I mean? I thought it was a great line to have. And I don't know where the hell this comes from.
Yeah. Well, there are singers, there are songwriters, and there are songwriters, and we're everybody who has a song. Like, we have, as long as you're supporting the station, we're going to support you. Obviously, it works both ways. And we believe everybody has a story, and everybody who has a guitar is on a healing journey, and we're here to support that. Like, literally.
It definitely is. If you didn't hear before, my past number is 23, and it's healed me. I'm on 14 songs now. Again, you only see 4 of them out there on all music streaming, but I'm telling my life and my story, and some like it, some don't.
I mean, the big book says the world will try to make you conform to the ways of the world. Yeah. We were all made uniquely for a reason, and people cannot state it.
Yeah,
they can't. Ninja says it's like Chris Isaac meets Tom Waits.
Yeah, you know what? I tell you who I get compared to a lot, and you guys may see a little Bob Dylan, and then my vocals maybe a little bit of Johnny Cash. But I'm a Southern rock guy. I used to like Leonard Skinner,
Marshall Tucker Band. That was the music I listened to, Southern rock. And I really like the John Prine, of course, Prine. I took one of my storytellers off of him, songs that I wrote. Yeah, that's my genre, whatever it is you want to call it. Someone told me Americana, folk music. I'm like, whatever. It is. This is what you get.
It is awesomeness wrapped in a
yeah.
Well, we are gonna go head off and see what do you have a number of parks that you visited? Did you at least keep track of them if you didn't have
Well,
them?
I did go see Carlsbad Cavern. I did see Big Bend. That's amazing, right? 880,000 acres down there in Big Bend, Texas National Park.
That's crazy.
It is crazy.
I lived right across the street from a national park that was like 15,000 acres, and you can definitely get lost in the woods. From the time you hit
the front of Big Bend National Park, it takes about an hour and 15 minutes to drive the back. And the thing there is if you ever get back in there, is the hot springs. So I rode my e-bike down into and was in Rio Grande, and right up the Rio Grande, I mean, it's all over, you know that. There's a hot springs, hot springs. It's all documented on my Facebook, and you'll see it. Yeah, I love you guys. My whole journey's been documented out there for 4.5 months we're on now. So, yeah.
So the minimalistic nomad has an electric bicycle.
That's right. I
was not expecting that.
I had an e-bike, but yeah.
So fun. Well, I mean, you're smart. There's no doubt in that. So yeah. That's a lot of pedaling.
Yeah, it is down to that thing. Well, it's 1.5 miles uphill and downhill. I was out there where there was mules and donkeys and burros down below and little souvenirs they leave along the trail, and you just be honest. It works on honesty. You just pay $10 and you can get you a nice coffee mug, you know, or a wire wrapped scorpion, stuff like, you know, the Spanish Mexican people just leave it along the trail, and it works on the honesty program. You don't have to go gift shopping. If you went and walked around that mountain down there in Big Bend National Park, you pick your souvenirs right up on the trail.
Cool. That's really cool. And there were a lot of like produce stands in Florida that worked on merit.
Yeah,
like you would just be driving by.
Yeah.
You would stop. There's no one there. There's just a little lunch box that says, put your money in here and take your fruit and be honest about it.
I hang out around Plant City, Florida. It's a nomad camp. It is. And so that's where the Strawberry Festival is, right?
Right.
I mean, Plant City.
There's lots of strawberries in Florida.
Yeah.
There used to be lots of orange groves, but they cut them all down.
Yeah.
He said, John Prime, I hear you. Where are some of the...
Oh, yeah. Big Bend's you mean in Texas? Where else in Texas? And I was in San Antonio. I was in Corpus Christi. Big Bend, of course, went down in there. Yeah, and again, I'm only spending a day or two there. I went down to see the Alamo, but it's under construction. So, you know, I just by there and thought I almost got in a bad 32 feet of RV. All that area is great. The only thing I would say is I don't ever care to drive West Texas. Again, it's not the desert for hundreds of miles.
It's literally the cartoons that you see where there's nothing but tumbleweeds.
Yeah, road runners, and I've seen a few runners, but I don't ever want to go West Texas into, what was that, New Mexico. That takes forever. When I came back, I went the northeast out of Arizona across the top of New Mexico into here, and it's beautiful land. That is Route 66, also known as Highway 40. But Route 66 is still a wonderful place to drive. It may not have all the activity it used to have back in the 60s or 70s, but it's still a wonderful place.
What other national parks have you went to that you thought were really enjoyable? We went and saw Mount Rushmore with God Leroy with Duck.
I'm saving that for my next trip when I come back from Europe. I only saw like 3 or 4, but I got to say Big Bend is definitely is just awesome. Carlsbad Cavern, driving back into Carlsbad Cavern is awesome too. I mean, you know, mountains around you and winding roads and stuff like that. So both those two were fantastic places to see. Eye candy. You know.
I was at how much a camera can and an angle can make Niagara Falls look.
Yeah, I was at Niagara Falls too. Yeah.
I was like, this is not what I saw in the picture. Like, I think maybe from the Canadian side, it would have looked cooler.
I did Niagara Falls, made a mist tour. I did that when I was up there, of course, doing the 5 Great Lakes. And that they bring that thing pretty close to the falls, and they just hold you there for like 10 minutes and just let you get drenched wet, you know, with the rain jackets on or the plastic over you. So, yeah, definitely a once in a lifetime. But outside of the Niagara Falls area right there, or the falls, the actual falls, it's pretty ran down place. So get in Niagara Falls and then leave.
Hey, Ren. Yeah, Niagara Falls. So where else?
Where else? I mean, Maine is great. You know, Rhode Island is great. Again, Florida to get out of the cold, and I love Texas. I love Arizona. I love New Mexico.
Ninja goes to Florida a lot in like travel locations. He wants to go out and adventure more. He's a gypsy.
Oh, okay, yeah. Well, like I said, Plant City is a wonderful place. I went and saw the gravesite of Leonard Skinner. I went and saw right in Jacksonville. There's a cemetery there. I had to move Ronnie Van Zant several times because people vandalizing his grave. But within that cemetery, just south of Jacksonville, I think I'm being accurate, there's a cemetery, and a lot of Leonard Skinner's bands and Molly Hatchet are buried in the same cemetery.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So Rosalton, I think it was, Ronnie Van Zant, even modern day Leonard Skinner was that Johnny Van Zant. He lost a child, and she's buried in that same cemetery. The actual director came out and saw me when he saw me park and said, "Who are you looking for?" I said, "I'm looking. Is Ronnie buried here?" Because again, he's been moved around a few times. He's where he rests. It overlooks a pond in the very back corner. They got a slab, marble slab, this thick, so no one could lift it off and tamper with his grave. And yeah, but there's been people that have done some crazy stuff in these other locations before they had to move Ronnie, you know, breaking beer, snorting stuff off his grave, and you know, all that stuff. So but it was cool to see because again, I'm a Southern rock Leonard Skinner type guy. Was my thing. Still got all
they say no rest for the wicked.
Hey, yeah. So
the legends carry on.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Well, we are gonna hop off here, head to the park, and film some content. Y'all be seeing that on Facebook later. Thanks for tuning in. Make sure you go grab the T-shirt, check out the songs, VincentDentOfficial.com, and have a good rest of your week.
Peace out.
Will be